This month is packed with incredible mobile games. Look, I know we say this almost every month, but August 2026 is actually ridiculous. Well, if you have been waiting for a reason to burn through your phone's battery this month, you came to the right place. I have gone through all the releases and upcoming drops to give you the top 10 brand new Android and iOS games you need on your radar for August, plus a couple of extra bonus titles you definitely don't want to miss. So drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button if you are new around here, and let's jump straight into number 10. Starting us off at number 10, we have Astro Arena 3v3 Battle PvP. Well, if you are a fan of beat-sized, high-energy tactical shooters, this one is built specifically for quick sessions. The setup is straightforward, like 2 teams of 3 drop into compact sci-fi arenas, and it's a pure test of positioning, hero abilities, and team synergy. What I really like here is how smooth the movement feels. They didn't clutter the screen with 50 different buttons. Instead, you get a clean layout with crisp controls that make sliding, jumping, and landing skill shots feel super satisfying. Each hero brings a unique tactical role to the table, like whether that's setting up energy shields, controlling zones, or acting as a high-speed flanker. The matches last around 3 to 4 minutes, making it the perfect pick when you want that competitive fix on the go without locking yourself into a 20-minute match. At number 9, yes, it is finally here. Rust Mobile is making its grand entrance, and it is every bit as brutal and unforgiving as you would expect. Bringing a hardcore PC survival giant like Rust to mobile is no easy task, but the developers have managed to retain that core experience. You spawn stark naked on a beach with nothing but a rock and a torch, and from that exact second, your survival clock is ticking. You'll be gathering resources, crafting primitive tools, building fortified bases, and constantly looking over your shoulder, because every other player on that server wants what's in your inventory. The graphics look surprisingly sharp on high settings, and the shooting mechanics have been adjusted nicely for touchscreens, though I definitely recommend using a controller or trigger attachments if you want to win high-stakes raids. Just be prepared. The betrayal, the chaotic proximity chat, and the intense heart-pounding PvP are all present here. So if you love survival games, this is easily a must download. Switching gears, at number 8 we have Skie Ocean Wings, and let me tell you, if you grew up loving classic JRPGs, you are going to absolutely fall in love with this one. A lot of flight games focus on fast-paced, real-time arcade action, but Skie Oceans takes a completely different route. This is actually a massive love letter to old-school, turn-based RPGs, just set entirely in an open skies. You play as a captain named Glenn Windwalker, and your goal is to assemble a ragtag crew of sky pirates to take on a massive, oppressive military force known as the Alliance. Visually, the game is stunning. Outside of the aerial combat, there is a real deep management layer. You will be managing resources to upgrade your airships, expanding different departments of your base, and exploring new towns to solve local problems and earn their loyalty. So it's a premium title sitting at around $8.50, but for a massive, full-fledged story with zero annoying microtransactions or energy system, it is 100% worth the price of entry. Coming in at number 7 is a sequel a lot of us have been waiting years to see, Pixel Gun 2. The original Pixel Gun 3D was a massive part of mobile gaming history, but it was definitely showing its age. Pixel Gun 2 takes that iconic voxel block-style aesthetic and completely modernizes it with upgraded physics, better lighting, and a vastly improved heat registration engine. The core loop remains as chaotic and fun as ever. You have got an absurd arsenal of weapons ranging from standard assault rifles to ridiculous sci-fi laser guns and magical artifacts. The movement is fast, rocket jumping is back, and the map variety at launch is solid. So if you love the old school arcade feel of early mobile shooters but want something that actually runs at a silky smooth 120 FPS on modern devices, Pixel Gun 2 delivers big time. At number 6 we have Caravan SandWitch. Now this is something special for anyone who appreciates a story-driven, cozy adventure. You play as Soj, traveling across a semi-open post-apocalyptic desert planet in your trusty, customizable van to search for your missing sister. What makes Caravan SandWitch stand out is its complete lack of combat, death mechanics, or timers. You don't have to worry about getting ambushed or running out of health. Instead, the gameplay revolves around exploring ruined landscapes, upgrading your van with new tools like hooks and scanners, solving environmental puzzles, and interacting with local communities. Well, it's a peaceful, beautifully stylized experience with a fantastic soundtrack. So if you want a game to decompress after a long day, mark August 4th on your calendar. Kicking off the top 5, we have E.T.E. Shattered Skies. Well, if you are into sci-fi, mechas and sleek anime visuals, this anime RPG is going to blow your mind. You command a squad of pilots operating tactical mech suits known as E.T.E, fighting to reclaim a world devastated by resource wars. Well, what sets this apart from typical hero collectors is the real-time 3D combat system. You are not just standing in place taking turns, you are actively flying, dashing and dodging in full 3D space across 3 distinct environments like land, sea and air. The combat animations are buttery smooth. The ultimate abilities look straight out of a high-budget anime movie, and the depth in team building gives tactical players plenty to chew on. Landing at number 4 is Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun Boom. Boomer shooters have been having a massive renaissance on PC and console, and bringing Boltgun to mobile is an absolute dream come true for retro FPS fans. Well, you play as a battle-hardened space marine charging headfirst through hordes of chaos cultists and demons. The combat is fast, visceral and delightfully bloody. You run at breakneck speeds, tearing through enemies with trusty bolt gun, chainsword and heavy plasma rifles. The aesthetic blend classic pixel art sprite work with modern 3D environments and lighting, making it look retro yet ridiculously crisp. The touch controls have been tuned surprisingly well for quick aim adjustments, but hooking up a controller makes this feel like a native handheld console game. So if you love games like Doom and Quirk, do not skip this on August 26th. And folks, now it is time, smash that subscribe button and discover amazing games. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is Gangstar Mirage City. Well, Gameloft is finally bringing their iconic open-world crime franchise back into the spotlight, and this time they're leaning heavily into a vibrant, neon-choked, near-future metropolis vibe. Think classic gangster gameplay mixed with a styled cyberpunk aesthetic. You get a full open-world city to explore, packed with story missions, illegal street races, territory control battles, and endless open-world shenanigans. The vehicle handling feels punchy. The gunplay features a modern cover system, and the visual density of the city, complete with rain reflections and neon signs, shows off what modern mobile hardware can really do. So keep an eye out for its soft launch on August 20th. At number 2, we have Sea of Remnants. Well, this is a dark fantasy ocean survival RPG where you build, customize, and captain your own vessel across an flooded world. The water physics and naval combat mechanics here are top tier. You are not just shooting cannons, you have to manage your ship's crew, repair leaks during storms, harvest resources from floating wreckage, and dive into underwater ruins for lost treasure. The atmosphere, sound design, and mysterious lore pull you in immediately. It hits that perfect balance of era exploration and thrilling ship-to-ship combat. These titles recently launched in China to massive praise, and the global launch officially right around the corner. Mobile players everywhere are keeping a close eye on it. And taking the number 1 spot is Dungeons of Hinterberg. This game is an absolute masterpiece of design, originally making waves on PC and console, and its transition to mobile is nothing short of incredible. Set in a fictionalized tourist village in the Austrian Alps, the game splits its loop into two distinct hells, like daytime dungeon crawling and evening socializing. So by day, you gear up with magic and swords to explore 25 distinct dungeons filled with clever environmental puzzles, monster battles, and boss fights. And by night, you walk around the cozy elfin village, grabbing coffee, sitting by bonfires, and building relationships with local residents and fellow adventurers. The cel-shaded art style looks stunning on mobile OLED screens, the combat is snappy, and the cozy meets action gameplay loop is insanely addictive. So it is easily the most polished, complete gaming experience dropping on mobile this month. Before we wrap up, here are a couple of bonus games dropping this month. First up, releasing on August 20th, we have Wobbly Life. It's a sandbox physics world where you play as a wobbly character trying to make a living in the world. You can take on crazy mini-jobs like delivering pizzas, working as a firefighters, or driving taxis, all while battling hilarious ragdoll physics. Next up, for anime and MMORPG lovers, Mabinogi Mobile. Nexon is bringing the beloved classic PC MMORPG to mobile with a complete visual overhaul. Well, it's cozy, expensive, and look gorgeous. And that's wrap up the top 10 new Android and iOS games for August 2026. I want to know from you guys, which of these games are you downloading first? Drop a comment down below and let's talk about it. Now, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you don't miss out on upcoming gameplay reviews and coverage. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.